Friends in Christ, Pastor Brian here. I had a conversation with a member of the assembly after worship on Sunday about my sermon, especially that call of Jesus to look at everyone we meet through God's eyes and see them as created in the image of God, beloved by God. This member talked about how hard that can be, especially when looking at people who believe in things that are anathema to you, or when they do things you just can't comprehend. Now, I acknowledge the difficulty of this part of following Jesus. It is something that I struggle with myself. And I also shared a tip that helps me in this practice. Something that can serve, at least for me, as a kind of tripwire to stop me from traveling down the old and easy path of dismissal or even hatred, and put me on a path of seeing this person as created in the image of God. That can help me keep the 8th commandment prohibition on bearing false witness, and instead help me to see what they do in the best possible light. And it is the practice of curiosity. Now, I wish that I could say that this was something I came up with on my own, but at least for me, the credit goes to St. John member Jennifer Zock. She's trained as a Stephen minister, also has a business as a career and leadership coach. And she talks about doing this, being curious in any situation involving conflict. That the first thing we do is get curious. And when we approach someone with a spirit of curiosity, it can bypass all those other feelings and emotions we have that would shut us off from someone else. And the curiosity really drives us into deeper relationship with them. That happens because curiosity makes us ask, why? Why do they feel the way they do? Why are they acting this way? What in their experience or training makes them feel like this is the best response in this situation? Curiosity about, did I even hear them correctly, or did they just misspeak? When you start asking these questions and pursuing answers, you get to know the person better. To know them as a human being with relationships and successes, joys, fears, failures, just like us. Curiosity can help us understand in a way that makes grace and forgiveness easier. Curiosity can also help us understand so that our response is one that will be more productive in the long run. And also perhaps keep us in relationship with this other human being created in the image of God. Now, this doesn't mean that we will accept or agree with everything that they say or do, far from it. But it does mean that the way in which I interact with them and even reject those things I disagree with will be different. Perhaps done in a way that will be more readily accepted by the person that they are coming from, and even preserving that basic relationship we all have as human beings. Curiosity in this way can be the lubricant that keeps the joints of relationship moving smoothly. According to Genesis, we are all created in the image of God, each and every one of us. And we're deserving of love and respect for that reason alone. As we go through 2023, let's keep that in mind. Strive to be more curious with one another. And perhaps we'll be surprised by the results. God's blessings.